Aubrey awakens on Sunday, the 7th, and she remembers that she has a plan for today. She watches the Queen of Sauce, learns how to make some stir fry. She's very excited to make stir fry. Of course, she doesn't have a kitchen, so that's what she's going to have to do as soon as she gets a kitchen. Stir fry. That's the very first thing. Okay, time for the morning rounds. We need a watering can, she thinks. So she picks up the watering can, she goes directly into her plot, and picks up parsnips. 4 parsnips, one of which is gold. So, very excitedly, she takes the parsnip and vows that she will hold on to it until such time that she can show it off to people who are excited about such things. As for the other parsnips, well, she's not exactly sure what she's going to do with them, but she decides that she will keep them anyway. So, multiple parsnips in the bag. Okay. She also plucks the geode out of the chest, and she has one more thing to do, which is that she needs to plant these mixed seeds. And also, it would probably be a good idea, she thinks, to get some more seeds, because for some reason, harvesting these things does not provide you with seeds. So, it is her solemn duty now to get more seeds. Perfect. She looks... Okay, she needs to build a coop and reach farming level 1 and craft a scarecrow. Okay. All of these things will happen in time. Oh, shit. Aubrey stumbles upon more worms jutting out of the ground, and she finds a prehistoric tool. Gunther will be very excited to learn about the prehistoric tool. As a southern gentleman, he likes to study tools of all kinds, and as you will notice, this has nothing to do with the fact that he is southern. This is because being southern does not change who you are in the slightest. Help wanted. I am looking for someone to bring me 25 copper ores as part of a local... Yes! Okay, I'm already halfway there, Clint. In fact, what I think I'll do is take this quest to get you some copper ores, and then I will go and talk to you about this geode, and then, after talking to you about the geode, I will head straight into the adventuring area and harvest some coppers for you. Hello, Gunther, she says. And she takes the ancient tool and places it right next to the cracked amphora. Perfect. Thank you kindly, says Gunther. You're welcome, Gunther, says Aubrey, and she heads straight over to learn about the ancient tool. Whoops, that's not what I want, she thinks. Fuck. What the fuck? Okay, it's some kind of gnarly old digging tool. Well, Aubrey is just a little bit disappointed. And she still is completely unable to read this book that's sort of hovering there. Well, oh well, no harm done. Aubrey exits the museum and heads straight into Clint's house. Clint, I require your assistance. I must process this geode, she says, and she places the geode directly on Clint's anvil and finds gemborite. Fucking hell yeah. It's a mineral. A mineral. Yes. Aubrey decides to donate the gemborite. You're just in here, Gunther says. You mean to tell me you found something that quick? Yep, you're goddamn right, Gunther. I found this gemborite not 20 minutes ago. Actually, it's more like Clint and I worked together to find this thing. Gemborite. The crystals are so tightly packed, it almost looks fuzzy, it says. Okay. Fine. That looks fine. Okie doke. So. Okay. Aubrey realizes that it has been some time, and she has not yet given people their weekly gifts. So, she's formulating a plan. She formulates a plan. Oh, shit! A lost book! The library's collection is expanding with each day, with each passing moment, it seems. Aubrey is just donating tons and tons of minerals and finding books and artifacts. Holy shit, Aubrey is single-handedly restoring science to its former glory. And now she's even going to go into the mines. Is she? 280 gold is kind of a lot. Oops. What the fuck? How did I get this clay? I just randomly... Do you always get clay when you do that? No. Aubrey is very confused because it seemed like she randomly hoed the ground and then clay just popped up out of nothing. Familiar thoughts about being crazy re-enter her mind. Though, she really does not want to confront those thoughts. She doesn't actually believe that she's crazy. Because having seen that shrine to Grandpa has sort of given her the courage to believe, or at least want to believe, that she is... what's the word? That ghosts are actually real, which would validate some of the things that she has seen. Aubrey's clinging on to that shrine. It means a lot to her, not only because it was put there by her grandfather, presumably, but because it symbolizes her tenuous sanity and, oh shit. There's now creatures burrowing out of the sand and attempting to surprise Aubrey. Oh shit. She's surrounded. She's being attacked by a flying bee. Some sort of horrific monstrosity. What the fuck? We don't need this fiber, she says. And she throws the fiber on the ground. Fuck this fiber, she says. It's not necessary. Oh, fuck. She tricks the burrowing monster into showing itself, and then kills it. She also then eats a parsnip, because she's a little bit injured and a little bit tired, and needs the protein and the carbohydrates. Sweet. Okay. She continues her quest to find 20. How many was it? 25 copper ores. Okay. Okay, Clint. I will bring you those 25 copper ores if it's the last thing that I do down here. Okay. Aubrey has discovered more... Oh, we don't need this clay. Aubrey has discovered more items. Cave carrots, in fact. The same cave carrots from before. And seeing them, she's pretty confident that they are safe to eat, because after eating that one and not dying, she believes that that was not a coincidence. So she thinks that it's pretty much safe to eat them continuously. Sweet. She also slays multiple bugs. Holy shit. She realizes that she needs to eat this horseradish because her inventory is just completely full. She thinks back longingly of the backpack in Pierre's shop. She really needs that backpack because, holy shit, she's not able to carry any items, really. It's just really shameful how little she's able to carry. In fact, she doesn't have any backpack. She's just stuffing these things in her pockets. What the fuck is that? It's a stone. Oh, no. No, stone. I want to pick up this ring. Holy crap. Okay. You want to tango, bee? Let's tango, you motherfucker. Okay, the bee is dead. Slightly increases your radius for collecting items. Holy crap! A magical ring! It's actually not magic. It's magnets. Magnets. I don't want to talk to a scientist, she thinks. Magnets are... she doesn't know how magnets work. It doesn't matter. She doesn't need to know how magnets work. It's magic. She slays a couple of flying beetles. Oh shit! What is this? 1 to 3 damage? What does this one do? 2 to 5? Oh. Wait a minute. Oh my god, I can shank people. Look at this! Aubrey's very excited to have picked up an ancient dagger. We don't need this slime. Let's not pick up any more slimes, she says. Because, she continues, I have this dagger and I can now shank people, including bees. I can now shank these bees. Come here, bees. This isn't working. Oh shit. She's being swarmed. She needs to get out of here. She's being swarmed by bees. Holy shit, that was scary. Aubrey, very scarily, had been swarmed by bees. And actually, she's still feeling a little bit scared. A bit timid. The sound of the bees beating their wings repeatedly, that horrific sound was just too much for her. She sees Demetrius and Robin, but doesn't want to talk to them because she's a little bit traumatized from being swarmed by bees. She decides instead to head straight back to her farm. After all, it's too late to talk to Clint anyway. Though, the sweet smells in the air, springtime air, the bright sun, and seeing Caroline sitting against a tree make her reconsider. And she talks to Caroline. Today I'm just going to relax and think positively, she says. Do you ever take a day off? Says Caroline, a bit, with a bit of a smile on her face. She knows that Aubrey never takes a day off, and she asks only to make a point. Aubrey doesn't realize this. Aubrey thinks that Caroline is being sincere. What the fuck was that? Having entered the community center, Aubrey believes that she sees something moving out of the corner of her eye, but is unable to discern what it is. And she finds a strange golden tablet with some dwarvish writing on it. She doesn't know what it is. And slightly confused, she heads straight back to her home. She realizes, I have a whole lot of copper in my chest. Why didn't I use that? She wonders. Let's just do that. So she looks into her chest and decides that she needs to take all the coppers. Perfect. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. She drops off... Oh no, actually. There are a few things that she needs to do. She needs to put away the explosives, the cave carrot, and maybe one of the quartzes? 2 of the quartzes? So now she has 1 quartz on her person. Oh yes, she needs to put away this carving knife because it's not actually that good. And she decides to put down the torch right in front of her house so that there's a permanent source of light. Okay. And finally, it's getting a bit dark. So she goes into her house, turns on the TV, and the bright light just shines directly into her eyes and forces her to stay awake just a little bit longer. She looks at the weather report for tomorrow, and it says that it will be clear and sunny all day tomorrow. Fine. She goes to bed. Ooh, she dreams about killing things. She dreams about murdering slimes. She dreams about that magic ring that she found, and she realizes, hey, I actually could make something like that. I could make a sturdy ring, not a magnetic ring. She thinks a little bit harder and realizes that she knows how to make a ring that cuts the duration of negative status effects in half, but that it will take some pretty serious ingredients to make that work. Okay. Well, no matter. She sees that she has mail, but she has more important fish to fry. Oh, holy crap, yes! She finds that her entire farm is just full of fresh, healthy, plump parsnips that are mature and ready to harvest. And she harvests each and every single one, and finds that she has 12 entire normal parsnips that are not special in any way. And she puts them all in her chest. Not her own physical anatomical chest, but the wooden chest that she built to contain all of her worldly possessions. Perfect, okay. She now looks into the mailbox. My sources tell me you've been poking around inside the old community center. Why don't you pay me a visit? My chambers are west of the forest lake, in the stone tower. I may have information concerning your rat problem. M. Rasmodius, wizard. Holy shit. A fucking wizard? Suddenly, happy thoughts flood into Aubrey's mind. She's very excited because this pretty much proves the existence of ghosts. If wizards are real, she's pretty much completely sure, 99.9 repeating percent sure, that ghosts are real and that therefore she's not crazy. And she's very happy about this. She vows that she will go and talk to the wizard as soon as is physically possible. But first, she needs to go and give these 25 copper ores to Clint so that he can look at them and determine why does he even want them? As part of a local geological survey. So Clint is not only the blacksmith, but he's also a geologist and a bit of a scholar. I suppose we should have guessed that, because he did help us to discover, what was it? That ancient digging tool? Or was it... No, it was that yellow shiny crystal. Aubrey curses herself for waking up so early. It's 8 a.m. She's already been up for like 2 hours, and still no one else is awake, and she just can't do anything. So she's forced to just pace back and forth across this bridge because she's unable to do anything useful. Okay. Yeah, she's waiting to talk to Clint, so what she has to do is just pace back and forth in front of Clint's house, staring in through the bars. Clint, are you awake? I know you don't wake up till 9, but maybe if I yell loud enough, will you wake up? And unfortunately, Clint basically sleeps like a rock, and he does not wake up. Okay. Finally, though, he wakes up and he opens his shop. Clint, I have a geode for you. Please. Oh, that was disappointing. 3 stones. Whew. Okay. You brought the ores I requested? Thank you, he says. I like to inspect local ores from time to time to keep track of quality and abundance, he says. Let me just take a look at these. I see. Thank you. You can keep these ores. They're of decent quality, he says. And here's your payment, as promised. Thanks, Clint. Thank you for giving me 280 entire gold pieces. That's pretty significant, Jade thinks to herself. She doesn't say that it's significant out loud, but she does thank Clint directly. Okay, what is her plan now? She doesn't really feel super excited about catching those 3 sardines for Willy, but she is excited to try to find Abigail. Is it Abigail? I think it is. She wonders. Where is Abigail? There's Abigail. Here. Do you like this? Do you like this shiny white rock, Abigail? Hey, how'd you know I was hungry? This looks delicious, she says. Oh, hey. Taking a break from work? She asks. Why, yes. I was taking a break from work. I don't know what your mother has been telling you, Abigail, but I do take breaks every now and then. She seems to think that I don't ever take a break and that I work every single day. But sometimes I do take a day off, and usually it's for the express purpose of giving people like you gifts. People that I want to like me. Okay, hello, Caroline. I wish Abby wouldn't spend so much time in her room, she says. Well, Caroline, if she would just hang out with me, then we would be going on adventures and running around outside and getting plenty of sun, which would ruin her complexion, but I'm sure you would be happy about it, Caroline. Okay. Cauliflower seeds. Aubrey is torn between the possibilities of getting a bigger backpack or having lots of cauliflowers. She decides to buy a few tulip bulbs. And what else? Four cauliflower seeds. She feels saddened to have spent any money doing this. So, in order to attempt to compensate, she accepts the quest from Willy. A bit resigned, she vows that she will catch 3 sardines and give them directly to Willy, because she's running low on money, and she really needs to have a lot of money. She briefly ponders the best get-rich-quick schemes that she can muster. She's imagining creating some sort of pyramid scheme where she has to sort of trick people in town to pay a certain amount of money to be part of an organization that will dole out that money to people of higher echelons. She's not really sure how to go through with it, because it seems like most people would be smart enough to not fall for that, because it's pretty obviously a trap. So she decides that she's not even going to try it, because that would be a bit disrespectful to people's intelligence. Great! Now it is her duty to plant these tulips and cauliflowers. 1, 2, 3, 4. She puts down the tulips. What the fuck? That's not where they want to live. She puts down the tulips, and she puts down the cauliflowers, and then waters them all. Sweet. The tulip bulbs are happily poking up out of the ground, and the cauliflower seeds are happily germinating in the soil. Okay, what's the plan now? Aubrey wonders. Ah, yes. We need to find sardines. Aubrey is not exactly sure where to find sardines, so once again, she peers into her mind's eye and attempts to divine the location of sardines. Ocean. She also divines the fact that a lot of people seem to be a little bit frustrated with the sardines. Ooh! Aubrey is filled with excitement because she realizes that she can... Oh, fuck! Look at this! Worms! No! How do I... Yeah, there we go. Come here, worms. What are you hiding? A stone. How disappointing. Okay. Aubrey is filled with excitement because she realizes that the spring onions were over in the same direction. So, her plan is to go down to the southern tip of the town and hopefully harvest lots of spring onions and catch sardines before nighttime. However, she realizes that it's already almost 3 p.m. and accomplishing all that before dark is maybe a little bit unrealistic. However, she is a driven woman, and she attempts to do it anyway. Look, there's Haley. She's taking photographs of the river. That's kind of interesting. Haley? Haley is completely aloof, and not even in a good, like, charming way. She's just absorbed by her task, her incredibly pretentious photography, and does not notice the sound of Aubrey walking right next to her, or the sound of Aubrey attempting to speak to her, or the sound of Aubrey becoming frustrated. And Haley certainly doesn't notice the jarring fact that she is a pretentious and awful person. Fantastic. She's completely oblivious. Okay, Aubrey gets stuck on the world and has no idea where she's going. So she attempts to retrace her steps and find a way to get down to the ocean. She finds a series of bridges that cross the river and finds a path that leads in the direction of the spring onions. Yes! She pulls up every spring onion in sight. Turns out that there were 8, one of which was very shiny and particularly good. And... oh. Aubrey realizes that this is not the way to get down to the ocean at all. There's actually no way for her to get to the ocean from here. Though she makes one final attempt. She saw a little bit of a grate here. She thinks maybe... No, there's no view of the ocean from there. Never mind. Okay, she resorts to attempting to find the spring onions. Where are these spring onions? She's already found 8. And it looks like that's as many as she's going to find. She was pretty sure that she was close. However, it turns out that she was not close at all. Okay, fine. Aubrey heads back in the direction of her house and finds Leah. Leah, the trees look nice today, don't they? She says. So, why did you become a farmer? Okay. It's more real than living in the city. Leah. That's pretty much the reason I came here too, she says. Oops. Here, look at my sword, Leah. Do you like it? Take this onion. This is a really nice gift. Thank you, she says, laughing slightly to herself. Aubrey's pretty sure that she sees Leah looking intently at the spring onion contemplatively, or with contemplative. She's contemplative, looking at the onion. She's not really sure what Leah is going to do with the onion, though she's pretty sure that most people would just put it in a soup, cut it up, maybe saute the onion a little bit, and use it to season something else. Though she's also pretty sure that she's seen people just eat onions raw, and she wonders if that's what Leah's going to do. Is Leah the kind of person who would just shove an entire raw onion in her mouth and just eat it? Aubrey shudders at the thought. These are pretty mild onions, but at the same time, she doesn't really want to imagine. She doesn't really want to imagine Leah eating a raw onion. That's not really how she wants to imagine Leah. Okay. It's getting dark, so Aubrey decides to head back and go to sleep for the night. And then in the morning, she will head down to the ocean and actually catch some sardines this time. Cool. She heads back to her house and puts away all of the items. However, she does plant these mixed seeds that she found. And she waters them as well. Perfect. She closes the gate, staring out into her garden plot, quite happy. Cool. She goes to sleep. She dreams. Oh, holy shit. She dreams about farming. She realizes that she can now make a scarecrow and fertilizer. Oh, man. Okay. This is exciting. She dreams up the blueprints. Ah, yes. She remembers the last time she had this thought. She was rudely interrupted by somebody knocking at her door. But now there's no one here. So, she realizes that she knows exactly how to make a scarecrow and also some fertilizer. Kind of like the story where Nikola Tesla was just walking around outside and he just was struck with a vision, and in his mind he saw the perfect blueprint for an AC motor, AC generator. That's electricity. And being Nikola Tesla, he was an absolute genius, and he just created this thing, and it became a reality, and he was very successful. Perfect, and that's exactly what Aubrey has done. She has just divined the information that she needs to create a scarecrow. 50 wood, 1 coal, and 20 fibers she needs. Does she have this stuff? She has 1 coal. She has some fiber. She does not have enough wood. Alright. She decides that it's time to cut down every tree on her property. She pulls out her axe, looking menacing, and starts chopping away at her trees. She can see little insects and birds flying away, running away. They think she's crazy. They have no idea why the tree that they've been living in their entire lives is just falling to the ground. But Aubrey is completely sure of what she's doing. There's no doubt in her mind that this is the right thing to do. Destroy these animals' homes. No worries. No worries. They'll find new homes. It doesn't matter. Perfect. Okay. But is she sated? No. Her destructive spree has not yet reached its conclusion, and she chops down yet another tree. This time, some beetles and ants losing their homes. Perfect. What a glorious time to be alive. She also just takes all of the wood and throws it up into the air, and with a little bit of a spin attack, she assembles the scarecrow in midair and then places it straight down in the center of her plot. Fucking holy shit. How goddamn amazing is that? And she then creates 9 fertilizers and proudly heaves them over her head. Look at this fertilizer. I made it from tree sap. Can you fucking believe it? I certainly can't. Okay. Oh no! No, there's still time, Aubrey realizes. There's still time for me to go and catch those sardines. Those slippery sardines in the ocean for Willy. Right? Yeah. Okay. With the entire day ahead of her, Aubrey sets out for the ocean. She's determined to catch these sardines, if it's the last thing that she does. She runs by the saloon. She runs by, I guess this is Lewis's house, with a strange garden with a mushroom. I don't know why she begins. Lewis is harvesting mushrooms, but he is. She just walks straight by Vincent, who seems perfectly happy to not be bothered, and she makes her way down to the ocean, and suddenly, but very promptly, just right away, as soon as she sees the beach, she becomes completely overcome with the desire to pick up every shell that she sees on the beach. Perfect. Alright. And promptly, she begins fishing in the ocean. She realizes that this is very relaxing to fish in the ocean, because the ocean is sort of soothing in the way that it sort of moves, the way it ebbs. And this fish is proving to be quite the handful, because it was guarding something. This was a anchovy who was guarding a chest which had a geode in it. She looks at the fish, and she thinks, You little anchovy, how smart are you? Why were you guarding this treasure chest? Should I be worried about picking you out of your home? Do I need to feel guilty for having done this? Why would you protect anything like that? She wonders. Oh my gosh. Aubrey attempts to catch another fish, but has a bit of trouble. Because it is really slippery and it doesn't want to be caught. It's a sardine. Holy crap, yes. She's very excited, having caught a sardine. And doesn't really know why, when she did her little vision quest, tried to divine the information about sardines, she seemed to think that a lot of people had trouble with sardines. But having caught that one, it really wasn't that bad, and she doesn't really know what people were complaining about. So she throws in the bobber yet again, and just instantly catches yet another sardine with no trouble whatsoever. Okay, time to catch one final sardine. She casts her rod out into the ocean. The waves are sort of pushing the bobber back toward the shore, and Aubrey is not exactly sure why the bobber isn't coming closer to shore. It seems like it's like the bobber itself has like an anchor, and the anchor is holding the bobber in place so that it doesn't drift across the surface of the ocean. Come on, you little bitch. Aubrey goes into full concentration mode as she lifts a third sardine out of the ocean. Sweet! Okay. Willy? I've got some sardines for you. Oh, where is he? Is he here? Where's Willy? Where is he? Willy? Where are you? Willy is not in his shop. I wonder if Willy has been infected, she wonders. Maybe he's over here? Willy? Oh no. Where is Willy? This is not good, she thinks. I have to find Willy. No, I don't, she concludes. I just have to dig up these worms. A lost book! Yes! With each patch of worms that Aubrey digs up, she's just a little bit, like, her obsession with digging up worms increases just a little bit. It's like she's building up an addiction. It's like the first time that you smoke, you don't really feel super excited about doing it again, but every time that you do it, you feel just a little bit more like you want to keep doing it, and that's exactly how she feels about digging up worms. And it feels a little bit unsettling to her. She's not really sure if she wants to keep digging up worms, but there haven't been any negative consequences yet. So she figures, yeah, I'll just keep doing it. I'll just keep digging up these worms, and I'm pretty sure, she goes on, that nothing bad will happen. So I'll just keep doing it. Sweet. No problem. Okay, Aubrey's getting a little bit desperate now. She needs to find Willy, and she doesn't know where he is. She wanders around in circles, unsure of herself, unsure of where to go, what to do, or basically anything. She looks at the notice board. Apparently, Clint is looking for more copper ores. This guy needs a lot of copper ores, Aubrey thinks. That's probably a good thing, seeing as how I also need copper ores, so there's a little bit of an additional incentive. Okay, Aubrey decides that it is probably the best option to go and hang out right in front of Willy's shop and attempt to just ambush him. As he's coming back from wherever he happens to be, Aubrey will just stop him and accost him and force him to take the sardines. She's just gonna throw the sardines at Willy and hope that he's not hope that he hasn't been infected with the repetition virus like so many others. Okay, Willy is not here. So Aubrey heads back and attempts to cover a little bit of a area right outside of where Willy lives. Aubrey's getting just a little bit annoyed here. Why don't people tell me where they will be, she wonders. Ah, he's in the saloon. Hey, you succeeded, Aubrey. The sardine is an exciting catch, don't you think? They're always hiding in the most peculiar places. Well, here's your reward. Congratulations, he says. I need a little warm-me-up to be ready for another cold night on the ocean, he says. Okay. Okay, Billy. Sounds good. Okay. What's going on here? I don't really have anything to give to people as gifts, Aubrey thinks, looking into her pack. She sees some salty, smelly clams and oysters and fish and realizes, yeah, I probably shouldn't give this to people. Let's just head back. Let's head back and pick up some copper ores for Clint. So she heads back to her house. Well, at least I can do something of use, she goes on. I will put away those clams into my box for Lewis to take in the middle of the night, like a vampire. Aubrey still isn't quite sure why he does that, and she has yet to actually witness him doing it. She's still not convinced that it's not like a stork coming in the night, like how babies are made. She's not sure if it's like a magician, or like maybe the box is actually a magic box. Maybe it just teleports the items, and Lewis is just making this up so that Aubrey will not discover the truth. And as she's thinking this and idly cutting down chameleons' homes, those same chameleons are just sprinting away in terror. They have no idea why their homes are being sliced to bits, but Aubrey doesn't really care because she's just sort of doing this as a cathartic means of calming herself. Perfect. Okay, so it's about 7:50 p.m. now, and she decides to head back and go to sleep. What will she do next? She wonders. Probably she will go back into the mines and pick up some more copper. Yeah, that makes sense. She has decided that she needs to do this thing for Clint because it's a good amount of money. Perfect. She goes to bed and is pretty sure that she will wake up and do some mining and adventuring. She's very excited to kill more slimes. She goes to bed and dreams about killing slimes and dreams about their green, slimy, gooey bodies just flying apart and dying. And as she dreams about fishing. She dreams about that one anchovy who was guarding that chest and why it seemed to be so intelligent. Why it could possibly have been guarding that chest, which just had a geode in it. It didn't seem to make a lot of sense. But she dreams about it anyway, and as such, she dreams about how to be better at fishing. Fantastic. Excellent.